Okay, this is the bag that we're doing here. You've seen probably the full picture of it. And so what we wanted to accomplish was the zipper gusset, right? The pleated zipper gusset, and we wanted to bring the gusset, and this whole black area really is the gusset, and we wanted to bring it to the front so that we could get this look that we were able to achieve. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take you through the pattern making process, and we can get started now. The very first thing we want to do with this particular bag was create the bottom, and that is going to allow us to figure out where everything is going to go on the front back. So I'm just going to cut me a piece off here to work with. And I'm going to put this in. I'll put this in a 4. Find the middle. Hopefully we got a middle that'll work for us. And then as always, we're going to go ahead and straighten one of our top edges. But I'm going to also make this, do this in a, because it has a little bit of a curve, I'm going to also do this in a 4. I got 1, 9, so 4.5 should be about the middle. I'm going to go ahead and count, and then score. Score wasn't good enough, and there we go. Okay. So I want to determine the width, and let's do, I think that particular bag, it was 4, so let's do 4 wide. I'm just going to draw me some lines so I can see where I'm at. And I can't find my really good pencil, so I'll just do it like this. I don't know, 4 looks kind of wide, but we're just going to use 4 for demonstration purposes, okay? And then I want it to be 12 inches, so I'm going to come out and do 6. Keep track of that pen. Do 6 and 6. Okay. I'll line it up and make sure that I do 6. Oh, I lost my pen. Oh, there it is. There's my 6. Okay. At least I hope that's my 6. And cut. Toss that to the side. And then, did I get my 12 here? Which is what I wanted. Oops. 12 exactly. So let's go ahead and cut here. And then I have the beginning of my bottom, and then I'm going to go ahead and shape it. Get a little slight curve. Okay. Now we have our bottom to our bag. Now I need to find something to do a curve with, and in most cases I'll find any little thing to create my little curvy. So I'm going to just go around here a little bit, just to give it a little something. I guess that works. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut. Okay. Come over and cut it in. Come over and cut it in. And that's our bottom. Now there's still a few things we need to do down here. And one of them is, let's look at our bag. I'll show you why we're doing it. We're going to be working on this area here, so we need to know if this is the middle, we need to know the width of this down here. And so the way we're going to do that is decide the width from our middle after I've notched it properly, which I always get on my students about notching. And I am the very first one to forget sometimes. So we got our notches. I want to turn this little point off a little bit. Okay. And so when you're designing this type of a bag, you need to determine what that gap is going to be down here. So it could be a 2-inch gap. I think in mine it's like 2.5 inches. So what I'm going to do is make it, let's see, 2 inches. That's 2 inches, 2.25. And then I'm going to go ahead and pen that 2.25. And that should give me 2.5. Okay, and then I'm going to fold it. And there we go. So after this, remember, master, bottom, Imelda, cut one. I might use a 30 030 Pontex for the bottom. Oops. Okay, and now we know what it's about. So when I come back, we'll get ready and we'll go ahead and do our measurement so that we can start to work our bag. So the next thing we need to do here is find the distance, this half distance from this notch to this little pin that we made. It's going to give us our 2.5 inches middle piece of the front. So we notch all that out. So instead of having the gusset wrap around, the gusset in part of the front and back wrap around to the middle of the bag, we're going to stop it right here. Let me point this out to you. So we're going to stop it right here. And we're doing that so that this will be our contrast area. Okay, here we go. So here is going to be the contrast area, and here is going to be our black front, back, and gusset all combined into one. So let's go ahead and walk our pattern to get the measurement. So it's really hard to see white on white, but I guess we can do it. So you're going to put your awl in and swing your pattern, never actually going over the edge of your pattern paper. I have to confess, I probably need some new glasses. And so when we swing it up, now we have that measurement. We're going to go ahead and pin. Okay. Now we're going to do, let's see what we have. So I got 12 and about, let's see, 1, 2, 3/4. That's about it. 12 3/4. So I'm going to go ahead and make a note of that 12 3/4 so I don't have to continually do it over again. Now we know that from here, now we know that this piece will fit from here to here. And so we have a shape. And this is going to be, we're going to make a shape now so that we can make our gusset. But what I am going to do is I'm going to use some black paper for this, okay? So I know it's 12 3/4. And I'll get some black pattern paper and be right back.